everyone, welcome back. Wanted to take a little bit of time and talk to you about art. I know that I talked a little bit about music as well as theater, but in terms of other types of art, drawing and painting, sketching, sculpting, whatever type of art that you think you might find out there that your child might be interested in, I think it's extremely worthwhile. If I could go back in time and I could talk to my past self right about when our son was in first grade, I probably would not believe that he found a, a need or a love for art. Because back then, I ended up having to go to school on a weekly basis to help the art teacher and his first grade teacher because of this engagement that was happening during art. The other days of the week, the other what they would call specials class that they would go to, gym and music, etc., the other teachers did not have a problem. But it had something to do with sensory issues. It had something to do with maybe the intolerance for certain types of things. And I know for sure that a blank piece of paper and a crayon were not our friends back then. So I went, and little by little, with one-on-one with me, then it transferred where the teacher had a little bit more time. After the school year was kind of halfway, she already had gotten to know him a little bit better, so things got better. And during art, he was able to be with the teacher without my additional help. But that was definitely a time where I thought art was never going to be one of the things that he would want to get involved in. Well, never say never. Little did I know that at the beginning of high school, looking at electives, what class would he select for one of his electives? Art. And he thoroughly enjoyed it, had a fabulous teacher that was very inspiring to him. So it's definitely something that circled back and surprised me. Now, a few years ago, he did start engaging more into art and wanting to color some coloring pages with his sister. But I think it had to do not so much with the art, the process of art itself, but the motivation. His motivation for coloring the pages, which were coloring pages of cartoons and anime that he loved, was to see the final product. So that's food for thought for you, how you would find that particular motivation in your child to get them engaged in some kind of art form, because there's a lot of benefits. We didn't do art therapy per se, but there is such a thing as art therapy that works with a lot of people for mental health issues, but especially with kids with autism. If your child is nonverbal, that might be a way that your child can learn to express themselves through art, because that art work can speak for them, for their thoughts, for their desires, and communicate their thoughts to you. And after the sensory issues are overcome, maybe there's also some soothing that goes into producing those pieces of art. So it's very worthwhile. And there's a special education professor. His name is Dr. Stephen Shore, and he's an adult with autism as well. And he says that it's really important to find that artistic carrot for your child so that you can see that amazing things could happen after that. So that's my recommendation that I leave here for you. I hope you've watched some of my other videos. If not, please do so and like and subscribe, and I'll be posting some more. So thanks for watching, everyone.